Bob Doniel, Contractor Resource Specialist with Dominion Virginia Power.
Bob, how long have you been involved with Wreaths Across America personally?
Personally, I've been involved with Wreaths Across America since about 2008. And then with Dominion as a whole, as a company project, we've been involved with Wreaths Across America since 2010.
Why did you personally get involved with Wreaths Across America? Was it because your organization was already working with them or was thinking about working with them?
No, it was mentioned to me, I'm a veteran. I was a Marine, and my sister mentioned this to me back in 2008, and I thought, what a great idea, be a great way to support something that honored veterans. And so we went along on a personal project and started in 2008, and I would take my Boy Scout troop with me to Arlington, and we would go every year to do this, and then I mentioned it to our volunteer council that this would be a great thing for Dominion to get involved with, and it just ballooned from there.
Could you tell me how Dominion currently supports Wreaths Across America?
Sure. Currently, we have asked our volunteer councils in Northern Virginia to come out on the Saturday in December to support the laying of the wreaths. And this past year in December, we had well over 300 Dominion volunteers there to help lay the wreaths on the third Saturday in December. And then the last Saturday in January, when the wreaths need to be picked back up and disposed of, we ask our Dominion volunteers to come back again and to help with that. So we've supported both laying of the wreath in December and the cleanup of the cemetery in January. And we do that by asking our volunteers to come out. We supply the Wreaths Across America with vehicles to help transport the wreaths to certain sections of the cemetery where they cannot get their big trucks to. And then on cleanup day, we're there to help get the wreaths picked up. We load them up onto the trucks and take them to the disposal site within the cemetery. And in 2013, we're going to support the efforts of Wreaths Across America. Dominion Virginia Power has donated $10,000 to the efforts of the Wreaths Across America.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Bob. Why? I mean, obviously, as a Marine, this has a personal connection for you. Why do you think that your company continues to support Wreaths Across America?
Dominion we have a troop. We're part of the Troops to Energy Jobs program, so we support our veterans. We currently employ over 1,400 veterans at Dominion Virginia Power.
Great.
So you can see a big part of our workforce are veterans. In order to be able to get behind our veterans and support them in their efforts and honor them for the things that they did for our country. It just says that Dominion is real supportive of the efforts of the veterans across the country, and we will do what we can to honor them for their efforts.
Would you recommend getting involved with Wreaths Across America to other companies?
Absolutely, and I do that when I'm sitting around talking to folks or out, networking with other folks, and I always bring up Wreaths Across America. And this past summer, I went to a homecoming at a military school that I grew up at outside of Charlottesville, and there are some guys there that work for other companies around the state, and I mentioned it to them, and I have found out by doing that some of them are involved with it through their own donations already. So I've asked them to expand that to their companies that they work for, and ask them to join us in December.
That's great. Is there a personal story that you want to share from your experience at Arlington in December of these last 5 years now that you've worked with the group? Is there anything that's happened to you that you've experienced that you think would kind of emulates the Wreaths Across America mission to remember, honor, and teach?
Certainly. I'll try to get through this. It does ring true to me. In 2009, one of the kids that went to school with my son was killed in Iraq. And then when we were there in 2010, we always lay wreaths, of course, at Section 59 and 60, the section where the active military guys are buried. And when we were there, Zach said, my son, that he wanted to go to Ryan's grave. When we got there, Ryan's parents were there, and they had gotten a wreath from Wreaths Across America, and they were there placing it on Ryan's grave. And obviously, it was hard for them. And so to be there with my son to honor one of our veterans while his parents were there was pretty moving for us.
Yeah, rightfully so. Thank you for sharing that, Bob. Daisy, is there anything that you'd like to add as a representative from Dominion Virginia Power as to why the organization stays involved with this group?
Yes. Like Bob said, Dominion has a long history of supporting our veterans. Not only do we employ them, but we also support the nonprofit organizations that help their families and their spouses and their children. We've been doing that for years and years and years, and it goes from the top down in our organization. Our CEO, Tom Farrell, is a lot of time supported the military. He comes from a military family, an Army family, and as a matter of fact, I think his father,
his parents and his grandparents are buried at Arlington.
Oh wow!
He's a long-time Army family. So he's very passionate about this also, and he's very supportive of it too. So we're very proud of Dominion Virginia Power and involving themselves in this program.
Well, on behalf of Wreaths Across America, thank you very much, Bob, and the whole organization for your support.